Cancer, welcome to your Equinox reading. This is going to be a reading for the next sort of 3 months, going from the 21st of March through to the 21st of June. We're going to be doing 3 Astroflowers with 3 different separate decks. Your relationship side, your financial sort of side, overall energies, karmic messages, influences from the universe, influences from your past self, influences for your future self, and what the general outcome is for that month there. So I did do a monthly reading as well, which was all about the changing logic in the world around us. Be prepared for it, because there's Pluto coming out of Capricorn going into Aquarius. There's a major change in the way we do things basically happening, and the way things are going to come to the surface. So let's just go in with your 3-month reading here. Let's just see what's going on for the first month in the way of your energies. There's certainly something coming through from the universe here, and it's almost as if like you're being pushed from behind and pulled from the front, and moving towards somewhere. This very nice energy, a lot more height and depth in it than what was in your past. On your financial sort of side, yeah, that seems to be sort of like steady. You're moving into your autumn period as well, so it's a constant flow. It's moving into changes as well. What's happening in the second month? The second month here is, on your relationship side, it really takes off. Really, really nice. On your financial sort of side, that sort of takes off as well, bizarrely enough. I would have thought it would have sort of like toned right down, but it seems to be taking off as well, which is quite amazing. And then the universe is almost as if like it's taken off and you've gone to the next level, and then the universe kind of recognizes that, or the world around you recognizes that, and then sort of like takes you to another level after that. It's a real sort of wave after wave by the looks of things. A little bit messy in the first month in Aries season, but after that it becomes a real driving force to go forward, and that's possibly to do with that new logic. Let's just see what the overall energy is for you for this month here. Ace of Cups. Yeah, I think this is on this side as well, as much as on this side, but I think mainly on this side, the relationship side. I think you're looking for the overall energy here is just sort of saying to you, sod it, you know, fuck it, just go for, just enjoy life, give out your heart, and also only accept heart back. That's the sort of scenario in a way. And it's that heart that's in the middle that's sort of pushing and pulling you from one thing to another. Okay, so on your karmic path here is the Devil Capricorn card, which is your opposite. So it's filling in a lot of the things within your relationships that you may not have the control over, basically, because Capricorn has everything that you don't have, and you have everything that Capricorn doesn't have. And this is why opposite signs really go well together. Opposites do attract. But here is a case of I don't think it's a case of concentrating and sort of like, I think more than anything else, I think it's just exploring lots of different avenues. That's what the light bearer is doing here. It's bringing you forward the possibility, the light, in order to explore other ways of being. How's the universe sort of influencing you? This is where that step up is what I was telling you about, and it's been pushing you from behind. So the universe here, it's a learning card. It could be, I don't think the universe is trying to encourage conflict within your life. It may be asking you to start looking at you and how you do things. That's possible. But more than anything else, I think that wave there that's pushing behind you is almost sort of saying, be your higher self. Be your best example of who you can be, basically. Take a leap of faith. And that's that lull that's in the middle. It's that moment of weightlessness within your spirit, within your connection with everything around you. It's almost as if like it's it's like you're jumping off a cliff. I've never jumped off a cliff physically. I wouldn't mind doing it. It'd be quite funny to do sort of like free, is it not free basing, obviously, but base jumping. I'd like to do base jumping. I think that'd be quite fun, and jumping out and then just sort of like throwing the, climbing up sort of like towers and then jumping off that doesn't really sort of float my boat. It's the climbing up the towers I think would be the difficult part for me. But it's that leap of faith, and I think that's what that devil is also sort of about. It's about exploring and allowing or seeing all different types of avenue. Because what you can see is the light bearer, the devil here, is actually, he's holding up a crystal. And this is part of the light that the devil is bringing to you. And at the same time, this fool is doing the same thing. The devil is taking that leap of faith in a way, knowing the restrictions, complications, the pitfalls that goes along with it. And that's what your karmic message is about. That leap of faith is where you've come from. And I think here is kind of saying you're realizing the complications of just believing blindingly for the future in a way. And I think this is where you're going to start applying yourself within your life and applying that idea of, I want to have fun, I want to enjoy life, I want to have love in my life. I want my relationship to be the ultimate relationship that I should be, living. All of those sort of things are coming to the fore. And it's all to do with that light bearer as well. It's all to do with that shining your light, of being the best example of who you can be, basically. Cancer. Well, it's that pushing from behind, and what's pulling you in front? Passions. That mental idea of kind of going, yeah, do you know what? I love life. That's similar to the Ace of Cups. You've got two aces on the table now, which is all about a new beginning. And I think this is what you're teeing up for. Certainly as you move into your autumn period, and that passion that is within you, what really gets you stirring, gets your juices going, as it were. And as you do sort of like, you realise that, what you've got to do, how you got to do it, be honest with yourself. I think that's more than anything else as well with this card here, because the devil does not lie. That's the complication with the devil. He cannot lie. And he does not. He tempts you into sort of into areas that you might be uncomfortable with. And this is maybe, here is what it's saying here, is sort of saying, step out of your comfort zone, Cancer, which is, you don't like doing that, do you? It's not your sort of thing, really. You'll skirt around the edges and everything like that, but you'll never just sort of kind of going, right, that's it. I'm just doing exactly what I feel and I should, and I know should do. So it is sort of like stepping out of the your comfort zone, basically, and that passion is going to lead you towards that overall, that Ace of Hearts, Ace of Cups, basically. Sorry. Let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side. It's a new cycle coming your way. Realizing this new cycle that's coming up through you. How can you get the best out of this new cycle? That depends on where you've come from. And I would use the momentum you've got at the moment to really pick up some speed. Concentrate on what you're doing, where you're going in the way of finances and everything like that. Just getting your nose to the grindstone, basically, I think is the main thing here. Let's see what the universe has to say about it. Yeah, the universe is sort of encouraging that long-term plan within you. That long-term goal. You're in it for the long haul, basically. It's a new cycle that's come. That could well be that new cycle that's realizing that new cycle that's coming through. This is from the 21st of March going through to the 21st of April. And this new cycle that's sort of coming through you is part of that longer term plan. And the next month between April and May, that's where I think it's going to really start showing its fruits, basically. So the universe here is sort of saying, stay true to your path. You know, stay true to where you're going. Build on your understanding of how you build on your excellence, basically. You know, you have vast amounts of knowledge within you if you start looking at your life and how you can apply that within your job, within your business, within all your projects, within everything that is within you. Yeah, so your past self is that call to that mission. You're still on that mission in a way. And I think this is what that long haul is all about. That call to that mission. That's what the advice is from the past. That's what's coming through. It's a new cycle. I think it's basically sort of saying to you, what have you got to lose? Just live it fully, rather than trying to shoehorn it into a logic that no longer exists. Because this world is going to become incredibly illogical. I'm going to do some readings on the outcomes of parts of the world, because that's why I find it most interesting. But you know, you're on this mission going forward, and it's like within this mission that you're sort of like, it's been there for a long time, I think, in the back of your mind. And it's, you know, if you've ever wanted to be a painter or to be a project or events person, then go ahead and do it. You know, if that's what's been buzzing around your brain for years, or around your spirit for years, go ahead and do it. Go back to that mission. Stick to that longer term plan mission. Yeah, that Emperor card of living your life, of being who you should be. This is what's pulling you on as well. It's very much more secure, very much more sort of, I know. See, there's no question about it. You don't doubt anything at all within. Look at all these cards coming out all over the place. I'm going to have to collect them all up. So, yeah, there is a new cycle that's coming in for you. I'm going to collect the cards. 2 seconds. There you go. So yeah, I think here what's pulling you forward here is this knowing that mission, knowing that longer term plan, trusting in that, and trying to provoke that new cycle that is within you. It's a new period of your life coming up. Yeah, walking away from the complications. I tell you what, which really was wanting to come out of this card, and twice it sort of popped out, and I didn't take it. But it was the Hierophant card. I was wondering if it's at the top there. Oh no, you got the Lovers, maybe the Hierophant next to it. No, Eight of Pentacles. So I think this is a way of. I think here is where you're walking away from those complications, and that's that sort of driving force going forward. On your financial side, it's driving you forward, and on your relationship side, you've got that up and that down there. And that down is that leap of faith that you might have done in the past with, you know, you gave society or you gave love a pass. You sort of said, you know, the benefit of the doubt. And you're just walking away from the complications and walking towards where your heart should be, basically, by the end of Aries seasons, by the 21st of April. So as we're walking into Taurus season, which is pretty good for you actually, Taurus season. It almost helps you to get things done, get things sorted and everything like that. So let's just see what's going in the Taurus season. You know, there was the relationship side, there was a lot of energy there, and there was a big energy on this sort of side as well. Let's just see what the overall energy is for here. It's coming in quickly. If you position yourself like this, all of a sudden, life is going to start playing in your favor. And it's going to start playing in your favor very quickly. It's going to be a turn of events that are going to make you feel like you're surfing that wave, that you're really going on. On the relationship side, this could be a card of procrastination. It's also like the harbour master. It's looking out over the seas. It's marking your place as well. But I think this is a case of just letting things come into your life as you're surfing the wave, allowing the wave to dictate your input into your relationship side. I'm gonna need, well, there's a marriage card there. This is what that whole massive thing could be about. And welcoming, the harbour master will welcome in boats that are laden with goods or have been out on a long journey, laden with maybe even just stories of their adventures. And it's also sending boats out there. It's that go-between, which is what you're really good at. The universe is trying to encourage you to, well, it's not trying to encourage you, it's pushing you through a new, into a new dimension, into a new reality, into a new way of being. Very much in lines with the changing cycle here. And this is what your past is, and walking away from, as I said, that leap of faith there, walking away from emotional difficulties. And I think that's what has to do with the Five of Swords up there. This is your past self. So this is not what's in your real that's pulling you on. It's what's the advice from your past is not to allow yourself to be emotionally torn apart by the outside world, by other relationships, by people that you care about, but they just don't seem to sort of get it, as it were. And literally, sort of walking away from that heartache, basically. That's the past, and it's coming in very quickly. Do you know what? I'm not even sure that's really going to affect you that badly. I think it's simply because it's almost sort of saying that's where you come from. It's nothing to do with what you are in this month at all. And I think you might recognise that's a really long-term sort of like emotional sort of pain. Don't hold on to it. Don't hold on to it. Let go of it. Let go of those emotions, basically, according to all of that. Nine of Pentacles. Did we not have the Nine of Pentacles somewhere else? No, we didn't. No, we got the Page of Pentacles there. So this is bringing you, in this new dimension, all the fruits are ready and ripe for you. And it's coming to you more than anything else. And you've got that connection with everything that is around you. And feeling at one, and everything sort of like, it's a bit like zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine coming my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. It's that sort of scenario. It's like walking down the road, just whistling to yourself. It's just filled with joy and happiness, and that's what you're walking away from. That's what you're leaving in the past. Let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side. The Emperor. That's what's been pulling it through. That's what's on your karmic mission, in your karmic path. The Emperor, of being that insurance. I think you've got it. I think you know what you can do. I think it's building a lot of confidence within your knowledge. And just going ahead and doing it and not being tied into other people. I think it's a very solitary card as well. You just doing what you've got to do. Page of Wands as well. It's learning about that passion within you. Being very optimistic about life. That's what the universe is sort of pushing into you. It's a really nice, childish, vibrant energy of learning about your passions, of how you apply your passions into your business world. And you've got the Ace of Pentacles. You've already got 3 aces on the table here, which is really nice. That Ace of Pentacles is it's a victory that's coming in from the past. So basically it's based upon that mission. If you've started that mission in your past, or if you know that mission within you, you can start applying it within your life, and it's gonna yield fruits. And this is what that whole planting is about. There in the month beforehand, with how the universe is trying to encourage you. It's that planting of that seed, which is going to grow into fruits in the future, which could be tied into that Nine of Pentacles as well. it's also an idea, and I think it's an idea that you've had inside you for a very long time, and I think it's basically just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. Be that emperor. Oh, look, you got the emperor and the empress. It is blinding on that side that month. I think this is really stepping into your power in all the senses. It's absolutely brilliant. For that month there, if you're thinking of doing stuff, just do it. April through to May, Taurus season. Good season for you, as I said. Yeah, it's really humdingening for you on the financial side. As I said, the energy was really strong for you in that month there. This month here is also, it's really beautiful. It's that whole sort of going, maybe even a marriage. That's what they're encouraging you to do. And you're going to realise that it's the painful past is finished and the fruitful future is there. Let's see what the overall outcome is for you, lovers. I love it. Love it. Love it. Cancer, just love it. Just absolutely. April, May is going to be blistering. Absolutely brilliant month for you, Cancer. Absolutely blistering month for you. That's really nice. I like that. Okay, so let's just see. Let's see how that feeds into May through to your birthday season. So this is your height of your autumn period, and it's a very vibrant autumn period, which we don't normally see like this. But yeah, it's a really, I think it could be a moment of readjustment and assessment and stuff like that. But I don't think it is. I think it's like, as I said, in the energy, I think it's calling you to, this is set up this new level here. As I said in the very beginning, it's set up this new level. You've got to this new height. And it's happened very quickly. And from that new height, you can really go on. You can go on to another level that is way beyond your dreams and aspirations, I think. Let's just see what's going on there. 8 of Pentacles. Overall energy is 8 of Pentacles. Recognition of the work that you've done, good work, and you're doing good work. And I think this comes from this side here, and you're going to start feeling it in your life. You're going to start getting recognition for this good work, and you're concentrating on that path. You're concentrating on getting the best out of life. And if you concentrate on it, it's going to really take you to the next level, as I said. And we got the devil again on that card there. This is your karmic path here. Capricorn card, as I say. 8 of Swords at the end of it, so it's getting rid of any feeling stuck and stuff like that. It's I think this is now, it's that transition. I had an American accent there for a minute. Although you Americans will probably turn around and sort of say that's not an American accent. Should I do an American accent for you? That's a really bad accent. That's a really bad accent. I should be an actor, shouldn't I? You know what I mean? It'd be John Wayne. So, yeah, the devil here is, I think it's transferring your, I think here is much more about obsession, about focusing on that good vibration, that lover's card of just falling in love again with life, falling in love with everything that is around you. Queen of Cups. This is exactly it. Radiating that love, this whole new level that's coming through for you. Radiating to a whole new level with everything is around you, that zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day sort of scenario. It's now sort of like you seem to be creating that zippity-doo, zippity-day-dah for everybody. And the Ace of Pentacles, which is coming in from this side, is now affecting this side. It's something that is called to your mission. That's if you accept this mission, and I think you should, Cancer. I think you should accept this mission, and when you do, it's going to affect everything in your life. It's going to take your life to a whole new level. All of a sudden, you're going to, yeah, what you can dream and your dreams and aspirations will really come to the fore. In the future, though, you have a decision to be made. Make sure you look at everything. basically. That's calmed everything down, that Two of Swords. I hate get rid of that Two of Swords. No, it is the future self is making decisions in regards to the relationships, and we got the Four of. I think you've got a decision to be made about whether you follow that, and it's going to be a tough decision. It's going to be a tough decision. That Four of, that's a marriage card there as well. I think you should look at every angle before you do that. So, if you're marrying, make sure, everything is in the right position. If you're going into a relationship, make sure everything's in the right position. I think you should let that Ace of Cups flow through you here in that new direction. You have chosen it, and it might produce a moment of kind of, oh, should I not? And that decision of going through to the new world, or that new cycle, is within you. I'm going to clarify that Two of Swords. Let's just see if there's anything that comes off it. I think it has to do with friends, family, and relationships, basically. You're making a decision that is going to affect not just you, but for other people around you. And I would be aware of that, basically. It's a bit of a warning card, more than anything else. But yeah, I would just be aware of how your decision affects everybody around you. Let's just see what goes on in your karmic mission on your financial sort of side. Three of Swords comes back. We're on the financial sort of side. We're not on the relationship side. So I think here is a case of you've got this Emperor and Empress card set up. You know where you're going with the Empress. You've got this high vision. You're highly protected. You've got your heart under control. And I think this is what it's saying here is when you're doing on your financial side, take out and I think this could tie in here actually. Take out the emotions when making a decision of following your karmic path. Sometimes you have to, within the material world, emotions don't really go that well. So I would just take the emotions out of the situation and just go ahead and lead it. You've got the Emperor card, and the Emperor card has come up on every single month here. Every single month the Emperor card has come up on your financial side. You've got to step into your power. And stepping into your power means not being emotionally swayed by the outside world. Don't get emotionally swayed, Cancer. Okay? Just go ahead and in well live it. For fuck's sake. Do it, Cancer. Okay, so this is what's coming from the past, is the unseen things, the darker side of life, the shadow person in a way. And I think this is where you got to keep your emotions to yourself and not get involved in it. It's gonna reveal a lot of things about. I think this is basically you might have been trying to do this mission for a very long time, and I think this month here between May and June, in Gemini season, you're going to discover a lot about how your path has been manipulated and intervened by people that are around you. Be that Emperor, step into your power and just ride on over it, basically. Do some good quality work for yourself. And that's what's pulling you on, the Ten of Cups. Passion and pure love, basically. After a difficult time. And I think it is difficult, the decision that needs to be made in this month here. And it's a decision about what you want to live in the going future. Let's just see what goes in there. Ten of Pentacles. You've got the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. I don't think there's no choice here to be made. In a way, I think that's almost a misnomer. It's a bit like you could go into this blindfolded in a way. But I would, that's a possibility sort of scenario. If it feels right, then just there's no choice to be made here. It's just go onto that new land that is around you. Let's just get a bit of a clarification on that Two of Swords there. Fair exchange. I think it needs to be that. I think it needs to realise that, you know, your decisions will affect other people that are around you, and make sure you put yourself first, basically. Ten of Cups, decide to that Ten of Cups there. Decide that happiness, basically, after difficulty. And moving forward and being strong and true to yourself about it. You know, that's what I think it is. Let's just see what's coming out in the next sort of like, I just want to see how this all sort of like leads on through the summer season, northern summer hemisphere season. Got the Three of Swords again. How come is that? Let's just, I have to pull another card. I need to get some sort of, yeah, I think this is what you're walking away from. I really think this every single time. It always seems to be in a past sort of position. And stop torturing yourself, Cancer. You know, you can't be responsible for everybody. Just walk on to the new future, and it's going to be very, very bright. I think with this Emperor card, that you stand in your total power, all of a sudden you're going to find yourself in a position where the world is going to be, you're going to have a completely different view of the world by the summer period. Looks really nice. So yeah, there you go, Cancer. Thank you very much for your support for this channel, because without your support, we wouldn't be anywhere. YouTube are not helping us at all. We're shadow banned, basically. The impressions we're getting, we're not getting them, basically. YouTube are just not showing our videos to anybody. And I don't know why. I've got no idea. They've obviously just a bunch of spineless people that don't want to get involved, basically. So thank you for nothing, YouTube. At the moment, you really are doing nothing. So yeah, make sure you enjoy life. Thank you very much for your support, subscribing and clicking that bell on here, and I will see you soon in your weekly readings and in any other readings that I might be doing about various other things in the world. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.